For today's oil painting, I am going with a subject that has been painted hundreds, probably thousands of times by many artists that I follow. I've seen this guy in my Instagram feed for the last 10 years. He pops up all the time from different artists painting him. He may be the most painted model in the world. I don't know how official these rankings are, but he really is up there as far as how many times he's been painted. And as you can see, he's got a really unique look. He's got the long beard, the bald head, and really just masculine facial features, I would say. And he's a lot of fun to paint. I've painted him a few times now, and every time I get a little bit better. I find different ways to really utilize his look to make the paintings really intense. And I think this is going to be my favorite one. So this is the first layer, all done alla prima style, wet into wet. I think it's about 4 hours. I sped this up to about 20 times speed, I think, just so you can see every brush stroke, but at really high speed. I'm going to put this on my Patreon account at some point, so you're going to be able to see this at real time with the palette. I'm not talking through it, but it's going to be in real time on my Patreon account, just as first layer, because I think it's a great standalone layer to show in real time. And I do plan on going in with some fun color on top of this. I'm thinking purples right now. I'm pretty sure that's the way I want to go. And just having the color really interact with the subject like I like to do. I'm trying to find new ways to have color interact with my subjects so that there almost feels like the color is finding ways to almost infect the subject. It's hard to really describe what I'm trying to do in one YouTube video, but I'm trying to do some interesting things with color. I'm always trying to find new ways to use color, to control the color, to try to find different ways to play with intensity of color. And this is definitely one of those pieces I'm pretty excited about just because of how this first layer ended up. So check it out towards the end if you want to see how this finishes up. The name of this, I have no idea what I'm going to call it yet, but I'm using my usual brushes. I'm using Da Vinci Fit brushes. The green handle ones are Da Vinci Fits for the bigger brush strokes. And then for my smaller brushes with the black handles, I'm using the Trekell Spectrum Brights. Those are my go-tos. They both have very similar bristles to them, so I like using them together, the Da Vinci Fits and the Trekell Spectrums. The colors I'm using are basically the Zorn palette. I do have ultramarine blue on there. I don't think I use it that much, if at all, but I have the ivory black, cadmium red, yellow ochre, titanium white, some linseed oil to clean my brush, and I'm using odorless mineral spirits to thin my paints for the most part. Once I get the first kind of base layers down, I do switch over to a 2 parts odorless mineral spirits to 1 part stand oil. That's what I end up using towards the end of this, just to get a little bit more oil involved to keep the paints thicker. That's just kind of how I like to start. I like to start really thin and then thicken it up. As far as the surface I'm painting on, I am painting on an Ampersand brand gesso board. This is on a 2-inch cradle, 24 by 30 inch. I love this aspect ratio, the 4:5 aspect ratio. I've been really locking in on this for most of my paintings. So like 8 by 10s are the 4:5, 16 by 20s, 24 by 30s. I'm going to start doing some 40 by 50 inch paintings. Now I have no idea what I'm going to call this painting yet. If you have any ideas, feel free to throw it in the comments. I'd love to hear some comments on what you think of the pose, what you think the name might be for this painting. Feel free to reach out with any questions you have as far as how I approach this. I am going to put this on my Patreon account, like I mentioned. I got a good 100 videos on there now, I think, at least. Exercises, tutorials, demos, all kinds of good things, and art downloads. So feel free to check out my Patreon account, and please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm just going to go ahead now, put some music on so you can watch the rest of this video play out in its entirety. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.